Okay, you're live.
Oh, hi. I didn't know.
7 o'clock on here.
Did we go?
Yeah, I did the 2 minutes.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways,
No
hi.
trust.
Hi. Welcome to Side Dish. It's me, Doug. You know, I'm sure my name tag says something clever to it. For the cover.
It's not up yet.
Anyways, it will. Tonight, I want to, first of all, I need to make a correction. For some reason, I couldn't even believe myself that last week was episode 41, not 31, and today is episode 42. So,
but remember, they couldn't hear us anyways when you said
yeah,
that.
but I sent it out, branded it as 31. I changed it eventually. But here we are, episode 42. We're 10 episodes off, 10 weeks off from a year. Man, who knows what's going to happen in a year. But tonight I wanted to do, we're going to do like a little, maybe like a flatbread type series. Because, you know, bread is one of those things that sort of goes with all kinds of meals. And there are many types of breads. There's naan bread, there's Indian fry bread, there's, what is it? Oh, what's the other one? I don't remember. Anyways, corn tortillas, flour tortillas, you know. So we're going to do that focaccia, which we already made. That's sort of flatbread, right? But this has no yeast. It's 4 ingredients. 5 ingredients: flour, salt, baking powder, olive oil, or any really neutral oil. You could use vegetable oil, but olive oil has more flavor, and warm water. That's it.
Could you use avocado oil?
Probably.
Okay.
Is avocado oil considered a neutral oil?
I think so.
Probably. I don't know. If it isn't, we can do that. Plus, I didn't read the recipe close enough. There's a 15-minute wait here, so we're going to do a little special intermission thing. We're going to make garlic ginger paste, and we're going to ferment it for the whole week. And then next week, we're going to show what it looks like, and we're going to taste it and see how it turns out. So we're going to do that in the middle. So you could mix this by hand. It's just 1 to 2 minutes. If you've got the equipment, use it. So let's just get started. It's not really that hard. Then we're going to fry them in this pan, and they're going to be the best thing ever. I don't need that. I need this. So 3 cups of my new and then just directly into the mixer. And the first thing, we're going to mix the dry. Whoa. Oh, I'm not drinking that water anymore. That'll really gum up my system. But we're going to do 3 cups of this. We're going to do all the dry ingredients, mix them together, use a dough hook to mix it all up, and then go from there. 1 teaspoon each of kosher salt and baking powder. Again, that's pretty much your dry. You're gonna mix them together. It's really easy. I never thought about this as being so easy. It's probably more time to go to the store if you were out and to mix together things you probably already have, and you could have them in 20, 30 minutes. So if you already got some, but corn tortillas involves masa and that kind of stuff. I usually, in the past, have just bought the dough, and we have a flour or a press, and then we would press them in there. I saw this thing online of this woman who thought she had gotten this great thing at the thrift store, and it was a tortilla press. But she had it, and she's like, "Look at this great find I found. It's a tortilla cooker. You take your tortilla, you put it on there, you put this down, you put it on the flame, and it evenly cooks your tortilla." And people finally in the comments, they were like, no. They were correcting her, but she was really convinced that was like.
I'm glad she didn't do that.
Yeah. No, she has done it before, she said. So.
With a wood tortilla?
No, it was not.
Oh.
I don't even think it was tortilla bread, because they're typically wood. When we have is wood. Everyone that I've seen them make is wood. I bet it was a hamburger press.
Yeah.
It might not have been though. It might have said tortilla on it.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I've been in restaurants where they like make the tortillas right there, and I think they have a metal press. So
Yeah. We need warm water.
I
So-
notice you don't have our tortilla press out here. Are you not using it?
For flour we roll them out because they're not
Or
like
you don't just squish them?
no, because it's very bread like. It's not like a corn tortilla where it's kind of more like clayish. I don't know if that's the right.
Okay.
Where that type. This is more dough like. So you roll it out.
So if you were going to squish it on the tortilla press, when you lifted it up, it would just like snap
I
back.
think so because
Okay.
there's the gluten out there.
Natalie has one that's cast iron.
Oh, well, see, that's even better. Cast iron. Tell you what. So I'm going to get warm water, 1 cup of it. Now, think about this. Your body is at 98.6 degrees. So when you're looking for warm water, it shouldn't be like warm to you. It should be just barely warm to you. That's going to be about 90 degrees. If you want it to, take your instant read thermometer and temp it. Look at that. 90 degrees. Man. It's good estimations. Do I need, I need it after I do this. I'm going to put all the water in here, but I'm going to let it come together and then I'm going to slowly incorporate the oil in. It's going to make a much more supple dough. What a great word, supple. And then it's going to make, if you put it all in at once, it's just not the way you would normally do it.
Bad things will happen.
But the water can all go in there at once. Because I want this to come together. And then we need 1/3 of a cup. I got new, I think I told you this last week, but I splurged and got new measuring cups. Start it low because you got a lot of flour on there. You don't want to be, we don't need wear in the flour. So you mix that.
That was flour, not dust.
No, it was, yeah. Thank you for the clarification. And that is really interesting. I wish I had another camera to show you. But, so it's coming together, and it's going to slow. So what I'm actually going to do is just a little bit here and help it come together. I'm just going to kind of stream it in and let it come together a little bit more. Could you use water? Melt a third of a cup of water. I'm sure that would work as well. It's probably more authentic, but I didn't have any water. I might have lard. I don't even know anymore.
Is lard the same thing as shortening?
Shortening tends to be partially hydrogenated oil, and lard is animal fat. I think most of it.
Shortening is from vegetables?
Yes. All right, so this is starting to take on the oil. It's a little bit wet, but the flour granules as they're going to absorb a lot more liquid. It's sort of like when you're mixing in, like you're making a brioche dough or something like that. You're adding the butter in a little bit at a time until it incorporates in a little bit more, because you want this to take on all of this, and it seems like it's not going to, and then it's going to really come together. So
you have to have faith.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to look at it, if you dump it all in at once, it's going to be really messy. It's going to take a lot more. It's going to take a lot more time to come together. This way, I can already see, doing it this way, maybe a teaspoon or a tablespoon at a time. It's already, it breaks apart and it's coming back together. Breaks apart, comes back together. But This will be our last pour. Make sure that looks good. Okay. That needs to go at, what is it? I don't know, maybe a couple more minutes. We're not really getting a ton of gluten development yet. All we really want is to have a nice shiny ball, and then it's going to sit. That is good for 15 minutes, and that's going to cause some gluten development, and it's also going to allow that dough to hydrate a little bit more. It's sort of, if you've ever baked any bread, it's like an auto lease or something like that. But it's not really that good. Okay, that's good. This is coming together nicely. It looks really nice. I'm going to try and cut just a little bit. How's everybody doing? Last week was a nice week. Kind of slow with my work. I don't know. I got a lot done though, so I guess by slow I mean no meat for meetings, which is always good. I think people are, vaccines are ramping up. People are getting itchy to start getting together again.
We're almost there.
Yep, Monday. And then 2 weeks after that, basically.
Yeah.
So, 2 weeks from Monday, start in care of Thin Bookend Industries. You can send an email to sidedishcooking@gmail.com, and you can apply to be in the live studio audience. If you've chosen, you will receive an email returned back with a formal invitation. Sorry.
Wait, are you taking down a tree?
Am I taking down a tree?
Yeah.
What tree?
Why does Randy say he can come by and help take down the tree?
The Christmas tree.
Oh! Hey, you leave that tree alone.
All right, so all I'm really doing right now is I want it to stay in here. I've wetted my hands a little bit. I don't know, is this supposed to be this sticky? Maybe after a little bit of time it'll be fine. I'm going to take this off though. Again, I think I've said it many times, a normal cooking show, not one that's chaotic, would probably try all this before they did it the first time.
Nah.
Not us.
This is an experiment. This is how we live our lives.
Yeah, so this is going to be 15 minutes. I'm going to actually cover it. I don't know. You probably don't have to, but I like to do it just because there's a lot of cat and dog hair floating around in this house. So I don't want to have to deal with that. But, okay, we're going to make our garlic and ginger paste. So I've had this ginger, you can probably tell, it's got a little, it's seen better days, but it's going to be perfectly fine for this because we're going to crush it and all that. So let's start with the ginger. As we know, so I'm going to break this up into little nubbins.
I'm sorry, did you talk about why you're making this again?
Yeah, because we have to wait 15 minutes.
No, I mean, what is the purpose of this stuff? I don't think I've ever had this, so I'm not understanding.
It's just delicious mixer in with different things.
Like what? Like you put it in sauces or what?
I mean, I've never made it before.
Well, what have you had it on?
I've never had it before. I told you.
I don't remember you telling me that.
No. Well, it's not Raymond's fault.
Has anybody else had it?
Ray's made it.
Ray, what do you put on? What do you put it on?
Oh, speaking of, I want to shout out to Ray's mom.
Oh yeah!
Holy moly! Ray texts me. Ray texts me and says, "My mom's making char siu. Wants to know if you want some." And I said, "More than anything." And within an hour, I had a thing like this by this filled with like chicken and pork char siu. Oh, it was so good.
It was so good.
Like there was a whole chicken leg in there. It was like a dream come true. I almost cried a little bit eating it. That's how good it was.
I live close to Ray too. I didn't get any.
Well, I put it in. Then we made. Let's see how this looks. I'm gonna smash it. No, look at this. That smells fine. It's garlic or ginger.
Well, and you're gonna ferment it.
Yeah.
So.
So what's the matter? So we're going to 50-50 mix here. So if you whatever you have of ginger, use that and whatever, and then match it with garlic. So if you're gonna buy it, make sure you just get even amount, or roughly. So, but we're not gonna be able to do anything with this week because it's fermenting, and fermentation takes a while. So, what else? Oh, I fed the kombucha the other night. Got to refeed it again since I hadn't fed it in a while. It's probably probably a good idea to give it a little jump start. Scoby's still looking good, but you know what? I don't like that. I spent all that work and I didn't like it. You know what? Call an audible. It's fine. We don't need to make a ton of this. I just want to make some of it. So, ooh. Gus is in the house, but he's got a little bark collar on him, so he's learning. What else? What have we done this week? Did anybody watch anything nice? I don't know. I watched Blade Runner 2034 again.
2049.
Is that what I said? That's what you said. I like that movie. If you like the original Blade Runner, you probably won't like that. I mean, I'm using this spoon, but it's giving me fits. You got a better way to peel ginger. Everybody claims this is the best way. What are you looking up there?
Char siu.
Oh, it's good. It was really good. So, if you, it really makes me want to have another channel where between Ray's mom and Teresa's mom, it's just me and, Asian moms who come together and we make Asian food and then they yell at me when I do it wrong.
I feel like there'd be a lot of head shaking.
Yeah. Oh.
You better get Doug and the Asian ladies copyrighted.
Right?
I'm sure that's somebody's like, well, I don't know if they have a Doug and the Asian ladies. I think that might be a little too specific, but you never know. Okay. I'm trying to get this as quickly as we're going here. We got some time, but nobody wants to see me just sit here and peel for 15 minutes. That seems dumb.
I thought that was the point of this.
I mean, we got 11 minutes. I'm just, I could dance for 15 minutes. Nobody wants to see that either. Well, maybe they do. 15 minutes seems like a lot. I'm trying to think what else have I done this week. Oh, my bookshelf is almost done. I got one coat of polyurethane to go, and then I can put it in place. So that's cool. I'll have a picture of it. Maybe you can see it on my personal Instagram eventually. It's pretty cool. I'm the maker of it, so I see every flaw. We talked about this, Amy and I did, but she's like, you have to be okay with that. It's like cooking, right? Sometimes they're gonna mess it up, so just be okay with it. Pull them out. Who knows?
It's like when I quilt. Nobody looks on the inside of your quilt, and if people are looking to make sure the corners match perfectly, they're not worthy of your quilt.
Probably a good point. This is tedious. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, this is a weird audible I pulled right 10 minutes before the show when I realized that I had to.
I suggested he make fajita sauce, folks, but he didn't want to. So there you go.
I did not. I figured that would be less. I wouldn't have what I needed, considering I have everything I need for this, which is garlic and ginger. So.
But you're making fajitas for dinner, so.
Yeah, but I'm just going to use a packet for that.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what we have.
Good to know.
Everything can be homemade. Okay, we got just a little bit of thing here. The garlic will be much easier. Randy's on the line. Hey, Randy, do you want to grow pumpkins again this year? If not, let me know, and I'll find somewhere else. But figured I'd ask.
Put a flaming bag of dog poop on your front porch.
Who, Randy?
Yeah. He says no.
He says no? Cool.
You did a pumpkin seminar today, didn't you?
I did.
How was it?
It
Did you learn new things?
I mean,
Did
they got more in depth on some things. Oh, I probably should put some context into this. You probably all know this because you know me well enough.
Randy says, let's do it.
All right, perfect. I've been growing giant pumpkins for 15 years. And then last year, when we moved into the house, we realized I don't have a yard for that. So our Randy was so generous to let us use some side yard he had, and we got like 3 decent sized pumpkins out of it. We were not here for Halloween, so they were on display at Randy's house. I don't know. One was over 200. Well, estimate, because we never weighed it, but they didn't really do pumpkin weigh-offs last year. All right, we're just gonna go with that. This one looks a little gnarly. Oh, totally missed the whole skin right there. There's a lot, this is that little woody portion at the end. You definitely don't want. For this, you're just gonna kind of give it flatten it with the heel of your knife, and then we're also going to chop it. But I'm going to put it in this container. Then I'm going to weigh first, and then get it to 0. So then I know how much of each I need to put in. So I flattened it, but I didn't chop it. I thought in my head, first, where else do you think? I hate when people say that. I thought in my head, where else did you think? In your butt? So
That's weird.
it is weird.
Sometimes.
Sometimes in your butt.
When I have bad ideas, that's where they come from.
I guess that's true. So over time, the ginger is going to, because it has it helps break down food too. It's got that. There's a enzyme in it that it helps. So we are just.
Well, that's all you have to do. I thought you were going to do much finer than that.
Oh no, it'll break down, and then we're gonna. At the end of the week, we can also do it. So I only got 36 grams. That's not tough. If you were gonna do more, I think the video I watched, they did like 250 grams. That's a lot, ginger.
Well, this is an experiment.
Again, I call an audible 10 minutes before the show. So
Oh, shoot. And I'm not looking at your face. I was looking at, sorry.
it's fine.
We were looking at you chopping.
Oh. And really, all we're doing with this, see, this is this garlic. It became spring, and it was like, oh hey, I'm gonna sprout. So here's a tip for that. It's not the greatest garlic for eating, but in this case, it'd probably be pretty good. So just smash it and just pull this out of here. Now, typically, if you wanted to, you could try it like that, but I got plenty of that are already sprouted, so we'll be fine. Again,
Worms eat that?
can worms eat that? No. In allium, they don't really like to eat. Something about something in it that just repels them. So, all right. So again, I'm just smashing these, and then I'm leaving the little wooden nugget spot.
Ray says, hot route? ?
I'm doing a hot route.
I have no idea.
That's a football thing. No, we're gonna do a Z out, Ray. That's an odd. That's
Because you called an audible?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ray,
we don't know things like that.
I understand. I only understood what he was doing when I put 2 and 2 together, but that's because I played football. So I guess that's a long time ago. I was much younger. Jeez. Time marches on, folks. Okay. Come on. And then so this is 3 ingredients: the ginger, the garlic, and then we're doing it's a 2% of the total weight of once we get it in there. So it'll be 72. Of the total weight. So 72, 2%, 7.2. Isn't that right? No, 0.72.
Anybody know what 2% of 72 is?
It's 1.4. 1.4 grams.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody?
We'll try that. All right, let's see how much we got here. just gonna give this a rough chop here as well. Ray, when you made this, because this, I mean, obviously you probably did it. You probably followed a real recipe, but was it? Did you paste it up, or did you just kind of let it go in there a little chopped? Since Ray's the only one I know who's made this, so
1.44 is what you're looking for on the salt.
it's very close. Oh,
And Ray says paste.
oh well, tell you what we'll do. We're gonna put it in the we'll put it in the mortar and pestle once we put the salt in there. Get it real
Yeah,
tasty.
that'll help.
And then we'll throw it back in here.
Do you have the right amount?
Nope, I need
You need to hurry up.
what are you talking about? We got 3 minutes. We're gonna be fine. 3 whole minutes. A lot can happen in 3 minutes. So I'm just gonna sort of move more rapidly here because Amy wants me to move on here. That's why I have all of this.
You good now or no? Still more?
Oh, yeah, we're only 17 minutes.
What are we going for?
32.
Oh, interesting. You should use that yellow thing that gets the skins off fast.
Should. But my hands are already dirty, and this is how we'll work in here. Not that I don't like that thing, but it's sort of a unitasker.
Oh, wait. I left it in small chunks, fermented it, then paste it. Okay. That's good because we don't have time for the pasting right now.
No. I don't know. What time is it? It's 7:30. It'll take like 5 more minutes to fry these up. What's your favorite way to make eat tortillas? Do you just use them? Because I know like Amy makes them like honey and butter and just folds them. Those are really good that way.
Chili powder.
Ooh, a little chili powder. Oh yeah, that is really good.
That's from a restaurant. Remember that restaurant in San Diego?
We should go there.
I know. What was that place called? I can't remember.
Rockin' Baja Lobster.
Oh, yeah. Rockin' Baja Lobster.
Yeah.
So good.
It's the final. Nope. Get soon. Man, I had this idea, and maybe I've already said this, but I think I have. But I asked Amy if she thought that I could contact Europe and see if they'll let me use the music for the final countdown. But this is Side Dish, and that's our theme song. They're probably not going to let us do that. I mean, it seems like,
It's not the right number of syllables, anyways.
What should be in a potty pooper for?
Just trying to bring a little reality to this.
If you think that I really think that Europe is going to allow me to use their music, no. But I'd probably go on Fiverr and be like, I'd like a song that sounds just close enough. There we go. 32. Oh, look at that. Now, this is 15 minutes. You could also go up to 2 hours if you really wanted to, but we're not going to do that. That seems excessive. So, got a little bit of work here to get this where we want it. Okay, so now we're just going to add the salt. Clear that, and this is very little. I mean, overall for what we're doing. That's not even a gram yet.
So it's a lot more than you think.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So I'm just going to let this hang out. Let's mix this up. Ooh, it smells good. The other thing you can do, if you have like old, I'd recommend buying these containers. These things are amazing. They're like restaurant prep containers, but they're washable and they're just awesome. I really like it. This thing is probably gonna pop the lid because it's going to ferment and cause gas. So we're just gonna throw this over a fermentation station.
I thought you said it ferments in the fridge.
No, ferments on the counter.
Oh.
That's how fermentation. It's gotta be.
Fermentation station.
Choo-choo. Okay. We need to get rid of this because we're going to roll out these. And while we're waiting for that to happen, let's turn this up. Get that going.
Oh, you're right. Let ferment on counter. Sure enough. That is what you said.
So take a little bit of flour. Just enough that you're going to have to roll it. Now take your rolling pin. This is a pro tip from you. You want to get this flour as well so you don't have it sticky. So just give it a little. Ta-da. Look, it's dough. So I'm going to take this out of here. It's much easier to handle. And you can see, look at that. That is what you want. It's got some stretch. It's really soft. And so what I'm going to do is get my double cutter here. And 16 equal portions, because that's how much this makes.
Can you move that?
I can. 16 portions. So if you're kind of crazy like I am, I like to weigh the total and just do it that way. Because,
It's easier.
811 divided by 16. Like 20 something. Somebody will do it. Amy's going to do it right on her phone.
Maybe.
Maybe.
$50.6875.
Okay. 50.875, huh?
$50.687.
Okay, so then we'll call it 51. There we go. Okay, so that's it.
That makes sense. I mean, it's just a little tortilla.
Yeah, it's not huge. So we're gonna just it's like when you're rolling anything, make sure you probably could do this, but you want to go, oh man, this dough is so nice.
Feels nice.
Yeah. You could do all kinds.
How big do these make?
Let's see. I don't remember. Roll, flatten balls, and clean. Blah, 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 blah. 6 to 7 inches in diameter.
Oh, that's not very big.
No.
It's like that's like that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Go around, make sure that your edges look good, and then okay. You don't want anything in here because it's just gonna
Just dry
yeah.
and hot.
Yeah.
How hot?
It doesn't say.
How hot are you gonna do it?
I'm going to. It just says when the pan is hot. Place one dough circle in the pan and allow it to cook for 45 seconds to 1 minute.
Medium high, I would say.
Until the bottom surface has a few brown spots and cooked until surface is bubbly. If it's browning too fast, turn it down.
Thank you, Captain.
And then,
Obvious.
and then once after about a minute, 45 seconds to a minute, you're going to
Flip.
we're going to flip, and it's only going to be, it's like 15 to 20 seconds on the other side. Because by that time, all you're really looking for
Color.
is a little bit of color.
Can you push the flour forward, please, so we can see? Thank you.
So this is medium heat. It's doing its thing. Let's find a spatula. That is going, I think it's in the, we'll just, you know what we use?
Use your fish guy.
Fish guy.
Oh, another task for the fish guy.
I love this. This is the best spot. This is the best thing I bought. This is fish. It's great for flipping crab cakes, really anything. It's got this nice.
Gonna make another tortilla while you wait.
Yes, I am. So, good point. Again, not very big. So this is why probably.
Like if you made enough of these, you would just know. You would be like, "Yep, that's right size."
Eventually, that's how I get with it. You know
Like the pizza dough.
Yeah. There we go. Again, get it rounded. Probably since you're not a crazy person and I am, you would want to get them all portioned, get them all rounded, get them flat, and then stack them with a piece of parchment paper in between each one.
No, I think that sounds crazy.
Why? If you're going to be doing a lot of them at once, or have somebody here,
Yeah,
work
work
together.
as a team.
Somebody else will do it.
I probably would have portioned them all at once.
Okay, these are yours, so they don't have to be awesome looking.
That sounds suspiciously like an excuse.
It is. I will say it is an excuse. Just want to check this out. Not yet. This is notoriously slow in terms of heat, and not. So we're just gonna.
Well, boost it up a
I
bit.
already have.
Okay.
So again, throw this right here. Do it up. This is like all of our things that we do on the show.
Probably gonna work.
Do ahead, and it's probably gonna work. So, oh, we're so close. That's too much. Oh, so because these are multiple parts, that's part of it. It's getting the dough to come back together. I'm sure that's probably been more than a minute, but we're gonna let it go. You have to think
Is it
about
bubbling up on the top yet?
not yet. So one of the things that I would say, and this is a good just thing for anything, your kitchen is your kitchen. You know it. Don't go by a time on a recipe. Look at what it says for indicators other than time and temperature. For instance, if you know that it's supposed to be golden brown on the top, and after 20 minutes, it's supposed to be that. But then you go and look at 20 minutes in your oven, and it's like not. Then just either boost the temperature or let it go until it gets there. But just keep an eye on it. So I think people get too caught up in the recipe, and they're like looking at it going, well, it says 20 minutes. It's supposed to be done in 20 minutes. This recipe sucks. No, your oven is not the same as the recipe developed. This thing is so ugly, but it's going to be fun.
I would say that that's totally true unless you're making cheesecake. And if you're making cheesecake, follow the recipe because it will look not done in the middle.
Oh, yeah. But again, there's going to be an indicator. It should be an indicator in the recipe somewhere that's like, you should be looking for these things, right? I was watching something, and one of the things they just said was like, listen, there's going to be multiple, like, your oven's not the same as my oven, so just, do your best. Even that's too much. That's at 57.
You should make a couple super burrito guys.
Yeah, I should. I might do that, actually, do this. But I just, got this pan going. I can smell it now. So you can see on the bottom, see how it's starting to get those brown spots?
Not ready yet, though.
No. So this is the time you can do. It's probably like the first pancake. I think we say this a lot on this show, but it's like the first pancake is never really great, unless you make pancakes like all the time.
The first pancakes for the dog.
Yeah, lucky dog. So I like, man, this dough is very, very nice feeling. So shout out to the tortilla people of America. around the world. This, I'm not good at this.
Well, I think you should like make it round like you do your rolls and then pat it flat
Maybe that's good.
and then start rolling it.
All right, that's right. You got nothing but time, right?
Right.
You got no
Wow.
recipe.
I don't know. Is this one going to do it?
Yeah, you just have to pull it, push it underneath it. So
Now flatten it a bit more with your palm. Yeah. Now roll.
this is why we have helpers and people who keep an eye on it, because if not, I'm a crazy person. So
Yeah. Go the
does anybody have a good corn tortilla recipe? Again, I'm intimidated by the masa aspect of it, because it's like if you got to get that down first, and then have a good. That's where the recipe is going to really come together. But like I said, I really have tried it once, and I tried it with the store-bought, bag, and I was like, well,
I think you should go to the market,
and get ingredients
to the good market. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Okay,
Oh yeah.
so now we got 15 about
It's gonna be fat though. Those are like chalupa tortillas. I mean, like Taco Bell chalupa tortillas, thicker.
Oh, R.I.P. the Mexican pizza.
Oh,
I went to go get a Mexican pizza for Amy. It's her favorite thing. Mexican pizza, no sauce. And I went there, and the guy was like, "We don't make it no more." And I was like, "What? I want to be so mad."
blasphemy.
But I did get her nachos Bel Grande. It seemed to be okay. So,
It really actually was a sorry substitute, but
no. But we got don't crowd. Just wait. I mean, a minute is not that long unless you're with me. And that's forever. They didn't puff up. You get the good color. You can flatten them out, put them on parchment between them, put them in a plastic bag. You can freeze them up to 3 months, I think. Yeah, 3 months.
can you freeze them cooked?
You could. You could
It's
just
just like
do it-
freezing bread, right?
Yeah, you could just. Yeah, so you could just
Warm it up like that again.
Perfect. Oh, that's very hot. And I don't have a plate for this.
Sorry, I fell down on the couch.
That's okay, Denise. Just gotta put it on a roll. So we'll go here. That would be mine. 'Cause I'm a weirdo.
Has your amoebas on it now.
Yeah. So I'm making fajitas for dinner. And again, you can't, these are going to be, I think they're a little bit, I don't know, maybe these are the right for that. But they seem okay. We'll get the better of it. Like I said, it's the first one, it's a pancake, right? You don't know.
How's it taste?
I don't know.
Taste it.
Probably be better with cinnamon, sugar, and butter. I think we're good. There's like a lot of tortilla.
But it didn't bend. Is that because it was overcooked?
I think so.
Okay. So you want to cook them quicker. I mean, yeah, it was in there for a good long while.
A higher temperature. Yeah, see? Yeah, that's better.
Thinner.
This has not even been a minute yet.
Okay.
The flavor is really good. So maybe it might be even more salt in it. But you're gonna put stuff on it. So if you were gonna take this all the way and you wanted to fry it, then you could do. Oh yeah, that's better. See how that?
Yeah. I mean, that's an ugly one, but it's the color is there and it's faster.
So yeah, and then we'll put it on there, and then it's not gonna be because it's cooked. You don't want it. I mean, I overcooked that one. Let's just admit what happened.
Okay.
We love each other.
You failed.
I think that's a little bit harsh. I think failure is, I'm not on anybody's love list today, apparently. So, while this is cooking, there's some of you out there that still have not subscribed or hit the bell. And you really should do it. Like when this video ends, stay on YouTube. Go to our main channel. You can just click on it, and it'll take you right to click on our name. Click on our name, and then it will take you right where you want to be. It helps if you like the video. If not, if you don't like the video, I can tell. That's fine. Sorry. Yeah. Look at that. Way better.
Yeah, that's gonna
That's what
fold. Yeah.
All right. Now, see, first pancake.
First pancake roll.
That's it. We did it.
Okay.
And through another one. I appreciate you all coming. I miss all of you. We miss all of you. We hope to see you soon. I'm not kidding. If you want to come after month or so, maybe 3 weeks, if you want to come, and Saturday night, this is where we're going to be for the foreseeable future. So send us a text, send us an email, sidedishcooking@gmail.com. Follow us on all of our social medias if you already haven't. Look for other things going on. Next week, we'll check on our fermented garlic and ginger paste, and that's it. We love you very much. Remember, be kind, be loyal, and do something nice for somebody this week, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.